Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Virgo, it's gonna be your dream reading. Your dream reading. How are you? Really? Sorry, I have to go put my. I found a little special song I like. I made it. It was a Shadow Subliminal that's on my other page. I just like playing it, so in the background makes me feel better. It's like the fear wash away, especially doing these readings, because we don't ever know what lies in your dreams. Ooh, it was a moth. I think that was me. If it comes back, it comes back. Yeah, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What's going on in that dream life of yours? Ooh, the crow. Some psychicness. Okay. Deep connections here. Ooh, we got the spider. Okay. Now be forewarned, I do read from the book with these. So, if you're not comfortable with that, then I don't know what to tell you, but you may want to get a different dream interpretation. People do them. So. Here we go. The firefly. Ooh. Okay. So the main one I don't really know is the spider here. I do know that the crow is all about your deep connectedness, and the firefly is about the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of cards to be trying to remember, okay? So, there's that moth that we had, impulsive. Huh? I don't really think that's Virgo, but hey, it's what we're going with. They're both fire element cards too, with that, which is interesting. Excuse me, not fire element, air element. Mercury messing with me. Although it did help my little cat. Okay, so the crow, spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. There we go. Yes, it's magic, the supernatural. Yeah, you have the gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. Yep, it's within the mind's eye, all three realities, past, present, and future. So they're really trying to get you to open up your sight. I do have a candle and a subliminal that helps with that. Like I said, this new one is just for expansion. I'll give you a taste if you can hear that in the background, right? This is for expansion of your mind. Now, also that goes along with this will be the mind's eye candle for visualization. This is really trying to. I'm really getting the ability of if not visualizations, then psychic vision. So it's like to help like tap deeper into that. We got the spider, which I didn't think would be so far away, but apparently it's all the way over here. Spider. I feel like I got my own little like siren song. Snake Charmer. I'm telling you, it's kind of fun. You should listen to it. Over there on the page. Shadow Subliminals. Out of mind, out of body. The spider, creator of prosperity through life's work. Okay, it is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. So the biggest example I would have for that would be these subliminals. So the subliminals kind of work hand in hand with the candle in a sense. Does that make them at the same time? No. But I wasn't really worried about the result of either one. More so of just by going through and trying to make sure that when I did it, I was like in the moment doing it. And I say that not to be braggy or anything, but just to be like, that's just like, it's like a be present and focus on what it is you're doing and make sure what it is that you're doing at this moment is you're putting in your 100% effort, not worried about if someone's going to see that effort after you've done it. Just know that you put out as much effort and as much time into something as you possibly could, is, you know, to make it as perfect as you possibly could make it, and the people who will see it and appreciate it will be naturally attracted to it. It's kind of like that law of attraction type thing, right? And then we go back to this firefly, which is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is kind of this is like, not like, this is you not agonizing over things so much. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There's the firefly energy behind every poem, song, invention. Our job is to be ready and harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. So again, it's that doing something right in that moment, not necessarily waiting for, not waiting for like the right moment or spending too long crafting something that you miss something else. You know, it's just like doing it, and then you can always go back and kind of tweak some things later, right? But if you're so worried about the result that you never get through the first initial thing, then that's what makes it scary, or makes it difficult. But with the spider, you have a lot of different things going on that you can do. It's more about are you being in the moment enough to do them? Okay, so in the waking world, we have 6 of Wands. Okay, what's this? Is this 6 of Wands or 6 of Swords? No, it's 6 of Swords. I'm sorry, I lied. I turned the lights off for the dreams. 6 of Swords. So, you're sailing away. Something that's been really hard to communicate with. Probably a person that was really hard to communicate with. Yeah, definitely. 2 of Swords in the reverse for your dream world actions here. In which is the saying that you may be refusing to make like a choice. These are both very mental cards. That Mercury energy, which you guys are ruled by, is so different though. Like, you guys are so different than Gemini, like with the Mercury thing, but it's so thought based. I'm getting you're indecisive because it's hard for you to really nail down what you want to do or nail down a thought, because you're so busy like trying to process that it's hard for you to even like nail it down, to even like, you know, in your dreams it could be one of those things where it's like you kind of like, you may have like a dream of like you being at prom and you standing back and watching everybody else do something, and then you kind of go do something, like go do like your own thing, but then it's like you feel like you're out of frequency with other people. I guess I'm trying to say that, like, you feel like you're out of frequency. Woohoo, woohoo. Three of Pentacles. What was the other one? Ah, my nipple. It hurt. Oh, I just jabbed it with my crystal. And Judgment. Okay. Wow. So for this being your emotional side, during the day, you're going within. During the day, there's Judgment. During the day, you see the light, but you also are aware of the darkness. We often go for... that's a Scorpio card for the Judgment, of course. I don't know. I really need to like go through and really like make like Virgo and Scorpio used to be the same sign, and then Libra came in the middle. That's like a thing. That's like a story that keeps coming up in my mind. It's like something to like look into. So I'm gonna have to write that down to look into that, because that's like the third time now that's come into my mind. Yes, if you're new here, I really do. We'll sit there and write this down because I really will forget. And then, in like, then next month when I start doing readings or something or do something else, and then I start telling the story, like, where did you get this information? Because I just wrote it down to look it up. I'm just telling you. That's really what it is. Okay, that's really how this goes. But it's like you're going within, right? But you're not, like I said, like it's like you're not. But it's like you're going within, but with this Three of Pentacles in reverse for your dreams, it's like you don't really recognize the work that you're doing on yourself. You don't recognize the steps you're taking. You may not even recognize the astral or the psychic stuff that's going on. I don't know what to say. The influence, I guess. The thought process that's happening. Or what's buried in your subconscious. That could be it too. You may not realize some of the things that are buried in your subconscious. That must be it, because the card flew out. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So that's your foundation, though. Your foundation is not being stuck. You really do naturally process things and naturally go through things and naturally think about things, such as the Virgo, the obsessive tendencies. It's not always bad. It's good if you're like focusing on, doing stuff for yourself. So, but that's really what it is. Like if there's a problem, you kind of maybe agonize over fixing it, which is kind of where that firefly and spider energy I'm really getting is coming from. Like you may be agonizing over fixing it, or if you see something that is like you, very like I can't ignore it type thing. And it's not that you have to ignore it, but you have to not let it overtake you to the point where it doesn't allow you to do something. If that makes sense. Like, I don't even have a good example. I really don't. I can, like, I don't know. Like, I could act like I was afraid to drink water, but I'm not going to stop drinking the water just simply because I'm filming the video. I guess that type of thing. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's all I got right now, okay? It's been a long day. Clearly, it's dark. Putting it out on the late night, okay? On the late night. What do we have? Okay, so what is to come? What is to come? What is... After this lesson is being learned, after we stop being overly critical, what do we get? What do we get for the Virgos? For the Virgos. just want to know. Oh, Virgos, just want to know. Oh, what was this? Oh, not a source. Some communication, possibly. Some directness. Some truth. Ooh, being able to deliver a truth, a different, yeah. Okay, so being able to deliver a truth. Your truth, possibly. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this is one of those things where it's like I may hear something when I do this and not say it. Partially because I feel like it's like I'll be judged for saying certain things. And certain things is like I don't even care, I'm just gonna say it because it just sounds so whatever that it's like I can't even like make it up. But it's one of these things where it's like, especially with that crow and seeing the unseen, it's like speaking the unseen that you've seen. It's that type of energy. It's like speaking on the things that you've seen, even though they seem kind of crazy and weird. But it's like, you know, right? But you don't want to like define that either. Like, it's kind of scary, which I completely understand. Okay, and start channeling these dead people. I don't know what in the world that was. I'm like, hold on. I'm trying to get through it. It's getting better though. Getting better. My friend gave me some tips, so yeah, it's like don't be very clear not to enter the body, which I gotta start. Do not enter here. Just tell me the message. You don't have to get inside. Cause that freaked me out. Okay, Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's what's holding you back. Unconditional love for, it's like unconditional love, and it's also flowing spirituality in a weird sense, like flowing energy. Like, you may not let your energy flow, and every time you try and like stop it from flowing, whether you recognize that that's what is happening or not. Okay. Like, so say you get a message, like, say I'm get like, okay, like for me to get this message, I can't, even though I look crazy, I'm probably like I'm in a trance, but I can't stop in the middle of it, otherwise it won't come out the right way, or it won't flow, because it's not flow. Like, I feel this whole left side of my, and that's just how it is. I feel, and just let it, and it's just gotta just let it. And the more you let it, the more you'll feel the tingles, because the more your nerve endings will be reconnecting, because you're accessing a deeper, darker part of your mind during this judgment. Yeah. That's why it's like you have to act on it right when it comes. Otherwise, it, like, if something triggers the part of your brain that, because lots of times our trauma gets buried as physical trauma, and so when we have a physical reaction of us, like, of these nerve endings reconnecting, and we feel these nerve endings reconnecting because we're activating that part of our mind that had that response to this thing, right? Then it's like going right, because what I'm trying to say, if it's not coming out, because I feel like this is being more confusing than I really want it to be. When they hit you with something, and you like feel like different spots up here that activate different spots like down here, you have to like let that flow and don't just try to stop the feeling or the tingles, even though it's weird to feel the tingles. Like the feels. Don't stop the feels, basically. Don't stop the flow of the cup. Let the cup keep flowing. 9 of Cups at the bottom. Hello, let the cup keep flowing. An ever-flowing cup. I possess an ever-flowing cup within my spirit. I like that one. I'm saying that. I possess an ever-flowing cup within my spirit. That's going to be in one of these subliminals. Out of mind, out of body. The new one for expansion works with Mercury. Ding. And Jupiter, expanding your consciousness. It works. And I would say for this one, also Oceans of Gratitude. Oceans of Gratitude on the other page. Simply because it's in there. I retain and reclaim all the lessons I've learned from all of my past traumas. And Out of Mind, Out of Body also has in there where I'm reconnecting all my nerve endings. So it really helps you balance your brain back out. They're all for good purposes, I'm telling you. I don't list them all because it's just so much. I'm trying to do too many damn things over here. It's just me. It's too much. I'm trying to do so much over here. We got the desert. 37. Ooh, I've seen that number a couple times today. 37. I have to look at that too. The comic. Okay. Which that was just me 2 seconds ago. The riddle. The kiss. Ooh. I feel like a freaking sardine over here. And the dead end. Oh, hello. Now I do read the book for these two, so just FYI, because this is, again, I don't remember this whole big old stack. This is a big stack of cards. Okay, I don't remember how each one of these cards is gonna go, so I gotta read the book, you know. I know the comic. This is about like self-deprecating humor and making a joke that you really, which I know a lot of Virgos who do that. Not in a bad way, but this is in a like, yep. It's kind of like a thing. I've seen a lot where they do that. Kind of a thing. Moving on. Let's go to the kiss first. The touch, the chemistry, the sex. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will the lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The archetypical energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with other. Of letting in what was moments ago separate. Two become one. It is risky, but beautiful. These moments forever change us as we move past the solidarity of self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes an non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by the cold chills and an awakening of the heart. So yes, so you may definitely be getting a like intimate touch from the divine. There we go. Very intimate touch. Let me get back to this book. Let me get back to this book. Oh, we have the dead end. Yeah, that is the card I'm going to next. The closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls, with every bramble, thorn, and stone. It simply states, "No more, child. You have reached the last page of this chapter." It is natural to resist. Its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In a way, we fight with life itself. From a mystic perspective, the end you face is very much a new beginning. It's not that one, it's like when one door closes, another one opens, but in a, which I really can't stand, in a spiritual sense, you have to close the first door before the other one opens. You can't have the other one, like most of the time that's what it is. You have to close this door to open up the other door. You can't just have the other door just open and then go like back and forth between them as you please. Like it doesn't really work like that most times. It's frustrating. To the riddle, the puzzle, the question, the mystery. I laugh because I had a post a while ago about the Riddler from Batman, and I don't know. I've been researching the Riddler. I've always loved the Riddler. I always felt like the Riddler was one of the better crafted villains, but not as popular for whatever reason, which I don't understand why. But there's so much mystery. There's so many things that get done that nobody knows about until it's time for them to know about it with the Riddler, which is what I kind of found interesting. Like, he'll do a whole bunch of stuff, but he gets stopped not because he puts on like like how all those other villains, like they'll put on like a big thing, like there's an alarm that goes off, blah 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 blah. He gets stopped because someone puts these clues together and magically like tracks him down. Otherwise, he doesn't really get stopped. So when the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a Zen koan. Zen koan? Okay, well, I don't even know what that word is. Moving on. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. Yeah, so this is about expanding your mind beyond that, and again, that overthinking thing. Do 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 do. Just a couple more pages till we get to the comic. Oh wait, let's go to the desert. The drought, the wasteland, and the badlands. Because I think I kind of know what the comic is. The comic is that Joker's part, which is funny because, and it's so funny because they they had a video about the Riddler and the Joker being very, very similar. I don't remember who it is. It was one of those, like, if you ever, I don't know if you watch like villain, like Batman stuff. Okay, I don't know. How you guys watch? Like, I know a couple of Virgos. I know like one of my best friends, her husband, he loves Batman. I don't know if he even watches these videos or not, but um, I never would have thought that the Joker and the Riddler, people thought they were like very, very similar characters. I never considered them to be very, very similar characters because they go about their domination techniques in such completely different ways. Like, of course, for the TV show, it kind of looks maybe the same a little bit for certain things, but the Joker is very much like branding every single step of the way. The Riddler starts branding when he's ready for himself to be discovered. Yeah. Wandering for endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again. Is that why I'm so sitting there thirsty? Like, I've really been sitting here, like, looking at this water bottle, like, I really needs. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to be hydrated, but, I'm like, what is this? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Its lights are blindingly bright, and its darks are terrifyingly deep. So that's that same with that judgment card that I had here, because look at it. I mean, all these cards have like a black and white type of like design, but this one is like starkly. I don't even know if you can see the owl on top of the light. There's a dove on top, whatever, you know. It's such a deep contrast being up there and looking and being down there and seeing the shadows. And some of these do look kind of like, they look like bats to me a little bit. Some of them look like birds, but a lot of them look like bats. Have you ever taken one of those like ink blot tests? So, if you know like the little like the ink blots, how they like have like in like a psychology test or whatever, they have like little ink blots like, what do you see? And they'll be like, well, most kids today see da 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 da. But and then it's like you may see something different and like because you see the unseen. Hello. So don't expect to see the same thing as everybody else. We see differently. We assassins. That's kind of what happens here. If you subscribe to this channel, you become an assassin. Really, you do. You become an assassin. You start murdering off old ideas and embrace evolution. That's really great. You should subscribe. Like right now. Subscribe, like, and share the video. All those things. You should do all those things. And then go to my store and get some chaotic cleanse. Cleanse the chaos out of your life. So much dang on Mercury. Gosh. Y'all know I'm crazy. If you've been here, you know I'm crazy. If you're new here, you're gonna find out I'm crazy. Just subscribe. You keep finding out. Just keep watching all the videos and subscribe. You'll see I'm crazy. Click the links in the description for any old thing you may possibly need. If you want to go shop in the store, it's in the description. If you want to listen to my podcast, it's in the description. If you want to go see the archive where I post exclusive videos that are not always on YouTube, in the description. If you want to book a shadow healing session, get a personal reading, in the description. Everything is in the description. You should probably click in the description. Like, it's just funny to me because I really have a long list of links in this description though. Like, I really do. So it's kind of funny when I'm saying it, but it's like they really are all in the description. Like, just go check that out. Okay? Okay. Bye, you guys.